Now we're going to run with the Saurs. This time we're only going to go to the completion area. We're not going to try to go further. We're going to try to go further. There we go. I forgot to save my formation. I'll do that next time. All right, let's go look at our blessings. So the first place I really want to put it is in the gold. Hey, we maxed it out. And then I'm going to come over here. Nope, can't get all of that, but I can get that. And then I can come down here and I can go, hey, Ashara damage. How much more can I give her? That was a good amount. That was a good amount. Not bothering to put in for the damage of male champions because Ashara is currently our DPS and will be throughout Tomb of Annihilation. We need Tomb of Annihilation introduces a lot of armored and hit-based things, and we need the multi-hit capacity of Ashara. Attack speed, questionable. Temporary worship, it would be great for event stuff, but I don't have enough really to get there. And if I can't, well, I don't know, 106s. Damage all champions. There, we grabbed some more. We grabbed another multiplier. Rearmost column, we don't want this. Epically geared isn't useful for us at the moment. We don't have a lot of epics, so we can skip these two. We don't have to invest in these. We can skip this one. We can hold off on this one for a little bit. Well, actually, because of the armored and hit-based things, it's actually somewhat useful. So 0.4 seconds faster. Yeah, we need just a bit more. We need a bit more favor to be able to finish off tier 1. But good progress. Good progress. And then we want to come over here and we can buy a gold chest. But we'll take it because it's a blue for Brunar. Ultimate cooldown. God dang it. God dang it, you guys. That's fine. It gets us on our goal. Again, remember, our next gear goal is just blue on everyone. Blue or better on everyone. So it gets us closer to that goal. Not the one we wanted for progress reasons, for like pushing reasons, but it does get us closer to our goal. So I don't hate it. Evergreen's making a return for tier 4 daddies with Celeste and Dragon Bait. I mean, Dragon Bait, absolutely. Was Celeste like forced on it? I can't remember. One of the restrictions. That third variant in tier 4 I can't do on my main account. It is not happening. I got into the 1400s and my account was like, no. I didn't try too hard, but it just didn't seem like it was going to be an easy thing. When I get a new champion, is it better to open silver, electrum chests, golden, or whatever? So it depends on the champion you get. So if it's an evergreen, like we're working towards a Zaka, if I were to unlock a Zaka, I would open regular silver chests until she was green or better gear. And then I would open regular golds to gear her up, right? That's how you get gear for evergreens. Now in an event champion tomorrow, when I pick whoever my next unlock here will be, once I get them, I'm going to open electrums first because that gear is going to go straight towards that ungeared champion. So I will pick that first. And then once I'm done with Electrum, if I'm out of Electrums, if I were to, I'm not going to have enough tokens to buy a pack from the shop. So I'm just going to use Electrums to gear that champion up to green or better. And then I will only open their named gold chests once they're at green or better. Because then every gold chest is going to guarantee me a blue or better. I don't want a gold chest giving me a green. It's basically the idea we're working with. I need to sit down and work on my main account. I have not, it's just been kind of ignored in the last week. Okay, I'm gonna do the thing with Dritz again. I'm gonna do the thing with Dritz again, where we just put Dritz in just to give us more gold find to click through this faster, or to make sure we can click as far as possible. We only have to go to area 100, so it might actually work. It might actually work. I do think I need Annihilation tank mode, at least to there first. I think we might get into, you either get a hit based or an armored thing here. We get a hit based. We get a hit based thing here. I think. Been a while. And nothing else we can really work on at the moment. I did complete 66 Tomb of Annihilation blessings. That's a odd number. I mean, why not 69? Why not 69? 137 is the next one? Okay. Weird numbers. Weird numbers. So we're up to 93 blessings in Tomb already. We've already gone well beyond our Grand Tour blessings that were 48. Again, it's just by the time you get here, you have so much more power, and those early blessings just snowball your progress. So it makes it real easy to get through this. Don't tell me to claim a reward after I claim the reward. What's the point of that? What's the point of that? I've just been not playing my mana at all. I mean, not really, because I forget. Right, like my Briv gem farm is broken, so it's not like what am I going to AFK doing? So I just haven't had it on, and I don't want it on with this client running because my computer fans are just like, and my room already went up 4 degrees in temperature just from the start of the stream, so don't need that either. All right, Niscus, have a good night. And yeah, lately, like at night when I sit down to game, I'm usually watching some kind of a stream, and then I've probably got raid up trying to get whatever I couldn't get done during the day, because I can't have raid open right now either. I mean, I could, but again, we're in a weird... What is the weather today? We're in a weird place where the weather just isn't... Yeah, it's warm enough today that the air conditioning should have been kicking on regularly, but doesn't feel like it has been. The problem with setting up my Briv Gem farm is all of my streams right now are going to be focused on this account. I'm not going to take a break to like just do a Briv Gem farm stream, and so the only time I'm on my main account is either GG2E or the tutorial show, and that's probably not. They probably don't want me building a Briv Gem farm on either of those. Yeah. I mean, my computer can handle it, but it's obviously it's going to start working. Whatever the fan settings are, I left as default. So like as it starts ticking up through the CPU and the GPU, the fans are going to kick on. Um, you know, automatically. Um, and when it does, I mean, obviously it's heating up the room more than it normally would be if I weren't trying to run all of those things at the same time. Oh, that's weird. I don't know. I mean, well, Lediath, if I weren't streaming, then maybe like is that when you're streaming or when you're not? I guess. 'Cause that is a big difference, right? At least it is for me. And also like, how many monitors do you have? I feel like that might be part of it too. I don't know. You have one. I have 4 large monitors. That might be part of the problem, right? There's a lot visually happening right now. I don't know. I don't. Here, hold on. Let me. What I got? What I got going on with my task manager at the moment? Idle Dragons is currently. It's bouncing around between 2.5 and 4.5% of my CPU. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like that's the bounce. Now let me fire up Epic. Oh, wait. We're on Epic. What am I saying? Let me fire up Steam. Steam is the one I shut off. That's right. Okay, now my total CPU obviously has gone up a bit. I forgot to look at what that was. The total was before I started this. Come on. Loading user. I'm not currently in an adventure. So it's running about the same CPU usage for both clients at the moment, but I'm not in an adventure. So let me hop into something. Okay. Standard gem farm. All right. My Epic client is still in that bounce around between 2.5 and 4.5, but my Steam client is around 10% of my CPU, even though it's not the active window, because it's currently flying through a gem farm. So processing lots of stuff fairly constantly probably is what it feels like is causing the difference. So yeah, the speed of the gem farm and everything going on is causing it to pull more. Now, both of them at the same time, at the moment, is still quiet, which is good. But I'm also not at a point where I'm building up a stack of enemies on either one of these. Total CPU usage is between 18 and 22%. 51% of my memory. I don't have a GPU visual. Where would I find a GPU visual? Hold on. Would my control panel show me? All right, Ladiath. I don't see where it would. So, okay. Maybe this? Tell me either. I don't know. Task Manager Performance gives you some GPU info. I'm like, really? Wait, hold on. Is it a setting I gotta choose? Oh, I'm on processes. Let me go to performance. Okay. GPU is around 18 to 35%. It's bouncing. It's bouncing. So I mean, they feel low, but it's just whatever it does, it'll hit a step where it's going to speed, where my fans decide, okay, now I need to be spinning more. It's not that, it's getting a huge load. It's just phrasing. It's just, not the same as if I just shut everything off and make it easier on myself. But ideally, I would get my Briv Gem farm up and running and then just have it on another monitor hidden. I just haven't worked on it at all. No, Lurking Rider, no. Everything that I'm doing right now uses up 51% of my memory, not Idle Champions. No, I've never had that issue with the game. What resolution do I run IC on? Oh, no, I don't run 4K. These are all these monitors are set or 1080 monitors, but because there was I didn't want to push running 4 monitors off one graphics card. I was like, oh, let's just keep them at 1080. I don't need to give that graphics card a heart attack. Yeah, I don't need to give that graphics card a heart attack. So, but I run Idle Champions. All my Idle Champions clients are 1600 by 900. I didn't set my slope cache. I just left it factory. The people that made it. It's an Origin PC, so whatever they set it to when they were building it is where I left it. I haven't messed with it. I haven't messed with it at all. Why not 8 half-K monitors? Look, 4 is the max for a single card. Well, I guess I could daisy chain. Like DisplayPort daisy chain. For more monitors. I don't know where they'd go, though. I've got 2 very large monitors that are, instead of landscape, they're portrait. And they're basically sitting on the desk on both sides. Like I've got them on their arms just sitting. And they go up to, up here. Like here's the desk down here, and they're all the way up here. And then I've got a smaller monitor here for gaming on, and another monitor about that size up here. So, yeah. What you said, it's an Origin PC. What I heard, it's an orange PC. No, I actually have, it's got like purple inside of it. Well, it actually has lights that can go multicolor, and but I tried to set them all to purple. I think my PC, yeah, it's purple. I think one of the lights went a little weird and now is rainbow, and I need to switch. I need to go in and mess with it and turn it back to purple. But should Human's Guide mention Grand Revel, or did you add it or leave it out purposefully? I don't know. I don't know. Next time I look at Human's Guide, I'll have to take a look. I don't flight sim? No. No, this was all for, like, originally I had like 3 monitors. Man, how did I have my 3 monitors set up? I think it was just kind of 1 here and 2 on the sides. Like, yeah, it was just kind of like a spread thing. And that was for just working. Community management stuff. Having lots of stuff open at once and being able to see things and get to stuff. Also while... like having, I think one time I had it like 3 like this, and then this one was always like streams and stuff, and then I'd have work on the lower 2. And then when I started doing the few times we started playing Dungeons and Dragons on stream, I was like, I need more visual space to be producing a stream while also playing in this stream. And so ultimately that ended up in me getting another one of these large monitors, which they were fairly affordable. Like the biggest ones, they're LG monitors, and they were some kind of 1080p, but super friendly, nice, decent price. Nothing outrageously powerful. They're made more for business than anything else, but that's fine because I have business stuff on them. I don't have video games on them. I have video games on this one. Hey, it's the zombie T-Rex. Yeah, I knew we had a hit-based one on this one. So this one's fun. It just constantly, forever spits out zombies. It just barfs them up endlessly. And you just gotta take off all 100 of its HP, one chunk at a time. Which is why we got a Shara in here. We don't even have to level it up. Level everybody up, because you just have to be able to do 1 HP worth of damage with every hit to remove a chunk, so... It'll hydrate. Alright, so we just got to get 50 more levels. And we'll be done with this one. Fortunately, we just don't have a lot of potions. Oh, hey, I got a blacksmithing contract. Hey, Briv. Ah, dang it. Enjoy your blacksmithing contract, Briv. And we're still well over. I mean, we're at quick damage level 76, so... Clicking through it, don't have to worry about actively killing anything at the moment. It just makes everything faster. Because the way that the waves load in on the right side of the screen is... the wave comes out the second you... And if you don't kill the wave immediately, there is a delay for a bit, and then the next wave comes out. It's kind of a slow delay, so you're not getting overwhelmed. But the second you kill a wave, if the next wave hasn't spawned yet, it will immediately. So the faster you're killing things, the faster the waves are going to spawn. So killing with click damage like this is the quickest way to progress. without speed champions. Which I guess I could put Minsk in his boastful state, and we'll get extra enemies every now and then. Actually help us go faster. A little bit, tiny little bit. When would I consider putting a pigment on Briv? Earlier. Earlier I considered it and I did it. So once I had an epic piece of equipment, then it was pigment time. Yeah. So yeah, as long as you have as long as you have a pigment and it's not a DPS pigment, you can consider putting it on Briv, in my opinion, on a new player account. Could there potentially be more thought process involved? Sure. But I don't really want to put pigments on any of my core champions. So Briv is really the one that I know I'm going to use long term, so he got a pigment right away. Yeah, nobody else is... maybe the Dark Urge, but probably not. I don't know. I don't want to pigeonhole myself into them, because once you put the pigment on them, there's power you've invested, right? Why do I keep my champs at level 1? There's no need for me to put gold into them right now because I'm killing with click damage. So they're in the formation to, like some of them, like Dritz is in the formation just to boost Jarlaxle's gold find so that I can upgrade my click damage more often. Otherwise, everybody's just here to get through that Area 50 zombie T-Rex. Right. Dark Urge can't get support pigments. Right. But if you're going to like tier 4 of Dark Urge, you get a DPS pigment. You can put that on him. Mort Stella, thank you for the Prime sub. Much appreciated. But so someone didn't say when would you consider putting a support pigment? It was just a pigment, and then I transferred the pigment conversation to everything else. Oh man, I want Archon back in for gold find. I want Archon back in for gold find for the moment. Let's just get rid of here at Tyrell. I got this epic. I might as well use this epic I got. That's 102%, 8.8% more gold find. Gosh. Ridiculous. A little ridiculous. But yeah, pigments go based on whatever your role is. So if you've got it, like Calliope could get healing and support. We haven't seen healing actually been given out anywhere. But yeah, it's possible. Except for Minsk and Dynahair, like that interaction where Dynahair gives Minsk the tanking role, he can't put on a tanking pigment. Bothers me. Bothers me. I want him to get it. Hey, look, it's my choice. It's my pigment, my choice. Why can't I put it on a Minsk if I want to? But yeah, really, I'm just upgrading Jarlaxle with this just to give him as much, like to try to find as many of the piracy upgrades as possible, while also just upping click damage. Eventually, when I can't put any more here, when this area number is basically around this area number, I'll stop. I'll level up my champions, and we'll finish it with the champion damage. But it actually takes longer to let the champions do their attack animations and kill things than it does to just instantly click kill with familiars via click damage or fire breath potions. Devs have hinted at healing. Well, they haven't hinted. They said, yeah, healing is one of the pigments. They just haven't put them, made them available to anybody yet. But they did confirm healing is the other pigment a long time ago. It's just healing is not in a great place. So I feel like people would find healing pigments underwhelming. And then it's like, does the healing pigment boost healing and shielding? Because shielders are considered healers. And I don't know if that's, I don't know, like when they have healing boosting effects, I haven't been able to tell if it's boosted, if shields are boosted by those as well or not. That's weird. I'm going to tune in for Mars Has Got a Hand 500. If I can get up that early. It's morning for me. I don't. We'll see. Oh, that they seem to be worked on? Oh, yeah. I don't know. I mean, they can work on whatever. Yeah, a bigger healing update would probably. But see, the problem with the healing updates is, I don't know. I don't know that they need one. I don't know that they need one. I mean, I've existed in that version of Idle Champions before, and it wasn't great. Where healing could sustain you. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That's a good idea. I feel like the people that want it are the people that weren't around when it existed. I don't think that problem that made it bad back then has been resolved. So, yeah. Can we see something yet? 500. All right. I feel like we're going to be done before I could get Charlex to the 500. So I think this is just our zit. I just want to see if we can get. We can click with this amount of favor. Can we click all the way through? I don't know. I don't know. The upgrades are coming fewer and further between. Gems. 200 gems. What are we getting if we finish this? 200 gems. Dang it. Dang it. So it should be 2 gems per area as a reward for completing stuff is usually the math. So yeah, I mean that makes sense, but I just wish that maybe this one said 300 so I could buy a chest after this. But, oh well. Oh well. We can't get him to 500. So again, once we get to the zombie boss, even level 1 champions would be able to take health segments out the zombie boss. The real reason we'd need to upgrade anybody would be to just actually kill the zombies that are pouring out of its mouth. So if we can get our click damage to 100, we don't really have to worry about even leveling up champions. They'll still be able to kill the zombie. I had thought Mars was going to change his schedule to stream later in the day. Wasn't that a thing that was going to happen? Did that change? Does anybody know? I thought that was what they were looking to do this year. Man, I don't know about that. But maybe they have other shows they're trying to potentially add to the schedule, and maybe that's what's going on. Or keeping up on it. I feel like if I had ended up at even just at 5 EO8, this would probably be totally fine. EO9 would have done it for sure. For just clicking to 100 without any issues. But it's good to know how far you can click, like insta-click kill like this, at your current favor level, so that when you're looking at variants and trying to determine if you can get through them, like if you know, hey, I can get all my damage from clicks, I just need to survive as a tank through whatever else it throws at me. Big deal. It's not going to work on armored and segmented things. You get like 1 click every 5 seconds for those. But otherwise, regular health stuff is my EGS code for it's my creator code, which is something that people who are on the Epic Game Store and buying stuff over there can enter in as they're at checkout. So there's a little box that'll say, like, enter a creator code. If you put my code in at checkout, I get a small, tiny little percent, like 5 to 15%, depending on the game, of whatever you spend. It's just a way to support content creators that Epic does. And it comes out of Epic's side of things, not out of the studio's side of things. Wolfric, as a new player, I'm a little confused. Should I focus on buying familiars with gems? Not focus on it, but occasionally you're going to want to. It kind of depends. Like if you click over to the shop and it's like, oh, can I afford one? If you can immediately afford one, sure. Like the Mage Hand, buy right away. Jeremy is only 1,000. That's pretty quick to get to. But my next one is 5,000. Like Guinevere was free, right? But my next familiar is 5,000 gems. And it is better for my progress for me to invest that into chests, like silver at first and then golds, than to pause and save up 5,000 gems for another familiar. If you're almost there, if you've kind of saved up and you're almost there, go for it. But here's like a gem farming guide. There are tips. I mean, you don't need to worry about gem farming at this point, but there are tips in there on like what to spend your gems on. A little bit. It might be helpful. But yeah. So that if you've already been saving and you're almost there, then you might as well just get it. Like if you're above 4,900. Or even if you're above 4,000, yeah, you probably just want to go ahead and wait and get the 5,000 gem familiar. I've been spending every time I get 500. I've been throwing it at the shop though to try to get my champions into full blue or better gear, because I know that's going to help me with pushing through content quickly. Once you go from buying silvers to buying gold, so once all your champions are green or better, like Jarlaxle is green or better, once all your core champions, so the starting 12, and Hitch and Dritz if you have them, once they're green or better, you don't need to buy silvers anymore. And in fact, you can start holding them for specific time use scenarios later, like when you get a new evergreen, and then like Azaka, which we're working towards, I can dump all those silvers to get her to green real fast. But yeah, at that point, you should just be waiting until you get 500 gems and buy a gold, because there is a chance to get blue gear from silvers, but it's so rare that it's not worth it. You can just get that 500 gold chest and get a guaranteed blue, maybe even get an epic. That's where these came from, along with a lot of consumables that are better that you're going to want. All right, there we go. We kind of matched 98. I almost got there. I knew we weren't going to be able to get Jarlaxle. 500, kind of, almost. Oh my god. He might get there just as we... No. Man, we were 2 off. Like I said, if this was 5E08, I think we'd have it. Alright. Time to level up Ashara. To destroy things. Ashara, destroyer of worlds. Oh, that really probably is most of what we need to do. Alright, here comes the zombie T-Rex. So we just need to make sure Ashara clears off all of these things, and that's... She's not, so we need to give her more damage. This is why now I need to level up my champions. But before, it wasn't really a big deal. We just don't have the click damage now to kill these immediately, like we did before. There we go, that's better. That's better. Boom. This should actually be Mako's. And this should actually be Tyrell. For actual pushing reasons. So, there we go. And then I could launch like multi-hit ultimates and just destroy it. There we go. And we're done. Jarlaxle will kill the T-Rex single-handed. He could. He attacks from the back, so I could. All right, we are done with this. Yay. Do I recommend any champions in Festival of Fools? Briv. You know, if you don't have Briv should be your number one priority with Festival of Fools. Beyond that, I feel like it really comes down to what champions you need in what bench slots to get to split the party, like either split the party 1, 2, or 3. Should be making that decision to whatever's the next split the party for you. That's what I'm going to be doing on this account, is just trying to get split the party. All right, so the next one, when we come back to this, it'll be the Templars camp.